Welcome back.
Alex, really?
Yes.
The caliper?
Yes.
Okay.
It was right on top of my box.
Perfect. What do we got here?
We have a CRF450 dirt bike that we turned into a quad, which you guys have seen part of it before. This is the finished product.
It's looking killer.
Bolt check, alignment, graphics, made sure that oil.
We added some other goodies too.
Added some more little things to it. Got her all tuned up, and hopefully the customer's happy.
Every time I build one of these, I'm kind of speechless because things just freaking badass. There's always a forklift driving by every time we film a video. It never fails. But yeah, guys, super pumped on this one. It really does look like a quad. I feel like the plastic shouldn't fit as good as it does. Again, this was a dirt bike. If you haven't seen the last video, check it out. Yeah, guys, so as you saw in the last video, we basically had this thing almost done. It's completely done now. The last thing we had to do was button up the plastic. So I just made a quick little mount up here that goes to the gas tank. Just ties these two tabs in. It did follow the lines really nice on this. I'm very happy with it. This is a little bit higher than the last quad that we built. So the last CRF hybrid quad that we did, the plastic was actually about 2 inches lower. I think it looks 10 times better with the oversized gas tank. Now this does come on the RX model, and that's the model we used. So if we're gonna do this again, I think I am gonna look for having this gas tank on the quad. It's more fitting for running the ATV plastic. But yeah, we just added a steering stabilizer on here. Quick little bracket, just goes right up to the steering stem. And again, guys, we've got the Diamond J shocks on here. We're just trying them out. I've been seeing those on his website for a little while now. Been kind of curious how they were. Everything bolted up decent. We had to do some mods to the bushings to get it to work on the Honda A-arms. And yeah, pretty simple, clean install. These are about 19 1/4 long. We've got the long travel A-arms on here. Went with an Alba bumper. Now the Nerf bars. We've got AC Nerf bars, and we actually bolted those to our foot peg. So we have our fabricated foot peg right here with the AC Nerf bars bolted to the front. And it still does pivot. So we still have the pivot on there, but now that the Nerf bar's on, it's pretty much locked down. Oh man. I think he saw me videoing him.
This quad feels like a couch.
Well, that's the next thing we're going to talk about. So we got the old jet trim seat. I believe they're out of Havasu, Arizona. Trying to keep the old funds local as much as we can. What do you think of the seat?
I like it. It actually, the cover went on very nicely, very smooth. Usually I have to fight covers to go on. This one, not much of a fight. And didn't we add an extra inch of foam on this one too?
Yeah.
Yeah, so even with an extra inch of foam, still didn't fight me that bad.
Yeah, and everything kind of lined up real nice. Really nice stitching. I like the extra foam, how it kind of bumps up in the front. Nice little pad for your balls.
Yeah.
But yeah, we always want them a little thicker when we're doing the dirt bike conversion, just to fill all the gaps. Hey, you want to pop the seat off?
Yeah.
Oh boy, so we got our custom intake. Aluminum air box, battery box, custom subframe, custom brackets in the back. We build everything, including the seat latch. A lot of work goes into these guys. Full custom subframe, like I was just saying. I'm old school, so I'm running the 86, 87 TRX 250R grab bar. I just like how the mounts are spread out. Adds a little bit of rigidity to the back of the frame. Here's another shot of the air box and the battery box. Coolest thing about the 17 to 20 CRF is the dual exhaust. I think it's freaking badass. And we added the Vortex on here. We got the Vortex ECU.
That is a custom mount for the ECU and all the wiring.
That's a good point.
So it's all custom.
We made all these mounts too. So everything brings it up here, gets it out of the way. Got a mount down there for the solenoid. Basically just ran a new wire to the battery back here. So new ground wire, new power wire. Seat post relocator to run the ATV seat. Now if you guys are into the trike kits, you'll basically know what I'm talking about, but if you're new to our channel and you're just seeing this, this is basically a trike kit in the rear end. We've perfected these kits for years now, and we've obviously just created the quad kit in the front. But yeah, everything came together really nice. All right guys, let's take a look-see at my brake nut here. So we've got the anti-fade lock nut that also is the brake disc hub. Quick adjust, basically just loosen a pinch bolt, tighten it, tighten your pinch bolt and your axle's tight. We've also got the brake disc guard on here. So this is a billet bracket that runs a replaceable guard. We call it the shark fin. So we don't run skid plates here. We don't even weld the mounts on the swing arms. And because of that, we run a sprocket guard. So let's check out the sprocket guard. Let's not forget the parking brake block off. You got to have one of those. They're all on the website, bvcoffroad.com. We've also got the Sonef tires on here. They're very similar to the Maxxis tires, believe it or not. I've got the Alba bead locks. I've had great luck with this combo. Don't knock the Sonef tires till you've tried them. We ran them on hundreds of builds, no issues. Awesome tires. We went with DWT on the front wheels. We went with Mayer for the plastic. Let's not forget those guys. Without them, we wouldn't really have these builds happening. So we went all black plastic. We went with Cherubies shrouds. So that's a dirt bike shroud with the ATV plastic. Just went with the smooth hood. We think it looks like Batman.
Looks like Batman.
I personally would have went with a four-work scoop hood with the vents, but it's all good. Rob likes the smooth look. He's old. He's very old school, so that's just what he likes. He actually wants me to cut the fenders, and I'm kind of not feeling it, but I will probably cut them tomorrow before he picks the bike up. Now, you're going to notice the bars are a little bit taller than a normal quad. That's because the dirt bike frame is so tall. And it's so tall, in fact, I had to do a drop stem. So I basically fabricated a custom steering stem with a drop mount. We've got the billet bar clamps up here that we also produce. And when you're all said and done with the CR high bar, it's pretty much like running a plus 2.5 stem. With the plus 1 seat, it feels unbelievable. As I get older, I don't want to be bending forward riding quads, so we generally just run the bars a little bit taller. Rob was probably about 6'4", 6'5". This dude should have played basketball. So again, he wants the distance from the pegs to the top of the bar and the pegs to the top of the seat to be as far as possible, just so when he's standing, he's not bent over. Now we've got the, again, the billet bar mounts on here. So we make these for 7/8 bars and 1 1/8 bars. And again, we've got the anti-vibe handlebar mounts, so you can adjust these nuts right here, have a little bit of flex in your handlebars. It really helps the wrists out when you're landing jumps, and overall just gets rid of all the vibrations. All right guys, and lastly, before we start this thing up and show you what it sounds like, here's a close-up shot of the frame. So everything bolts to the dirt bike frame, goes through the front. If you haven't seen the last video, go check it out. This thing is a work of art. Put a lot of time into designing it, cutting it, fabricating it, all the fun stuff. Again, we do make the swing arm. I probably didn't mention that, but that is our swing arm. Tried to make as much as possible on this one. All right, it's time to start it up. I'm gonna throw a helmet on. You guys can see what this thing sounds like. I'm not gonna do a whole lot. We're just gonna do a couple rips up and down the road. And we're gonna try to keep the little tits on the tires for Bobby, so he's happy when he gets his brand new bike. Sick fucking rips, dude.
She a ripper?
It's so fast. It just feels so right.
She's fast?
Oh, what a ripper. Bobby's gonna be happy. He hates when I call him Bobby, but that's okay. Man, this thing is fast. What a freaking blast. It's hard to explain the feeling of the bolt together frame. Like when I rode it in the dirt last time, it's just so plush. Like I didn't honestly get arm palm as bad as I normally would. Kind of reminds me of the feel of a YZ450R with Honda geometry. But yeah, what a freaking ripper, guys. Well, right, guys, it's Friday. It's time to head the heck out of here and enjoy the weekend. So I'm gonna meet Rob here tomorrow, and he's gonna pick this bad boy up. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the build. Hopefully you enjoy watching quad content still, because obviously quads are kind of dying off. It's kind of sad. So this is what we're doing to try to keep them alive. We're probably gonna be doing some more dirt bike conversions again in the future. But if you like what we're doing, leave us a comment, give us a like and a follow. We'll see you in the next one. Thanks, guys.
Bye for now.